playing the show. Good guess, though, chat. Good guess. Welcome back, guys. We're in roleplay hour number 3, the final hour here of week 32. Neal, what's up? What are we doing? Oh, I can't hear you.
Bar,
there you
like
go.
usual.
Sitting in a bar, like usual.
I'm
Take it
looking
away.
sad.
I mean, I don't really... I guess there's nothing for us to do. We just kind of chill in town till eventually they come and question us or we can leave. I kind of look to the rest of the party. Is there anything you guys want to do?
You want to teach me how to read?
Like, well... No. Breger, Vincent?
I think we wait this one out, friend. We'll see how this goes.
All right.
Okay.
I order some apple juice for Vincent. And I order drinks for the table. And I get Abigail what I guess wine. Is that what do elves like to drink? I kind of ask her that.
Wine. Elvish wine.
I get the finest elvish wine. One glass, I don't know. Whatever the special champagne glass is. And I hold up my pitcher and say to the ferret.
I don't think I'm in the mood to do this. I'm not sure if you're being nice or just trying to make it worse.
I'm kind of just holding this there. My arm's starting to shake because it's getting tired.
I cling the glass against his and I'm like...
I slam it on the table and start drinking. Then we wait.
I smell it.
Flute. Thank you very much, chat. A flute of champagne is what she's drinking.
I go up to the bartender and I'm like, what's in there?
Red wine.
Do you know if it's safe?
Are you saying my wine's not good?
I just don't trust this guy who ordered it for me. He's kind of creepy.
Well, don't drink it.
Good point. And then I kind of go back to the table and I just stare at the wine.
I'm incredibly insulted, and I drink it, and I say, this tastes like the blood of ferrets.
This will continue, Neal.
It will continue, Neal. We can go all night.
Yeah, well, it continues until you guys tell me that you are bored with it and want to move on with the story.
Yes, we're there.
We're
okay,
totally
cool.
there.
So you guys go to sleep.
Yeah. That did happen, though. I said that.
All right,
Yeah, well, I'm just saying, you tell me when you are ready, when you're done with the role playing and need to move on.
Okay, we need to move on.
All right, so you guys go to sleep. Next morning, you wake up bright and early.
Hey, Breger, what did you dream about last night?
I get up and
Do you
leave
have
the
any
table.
dreams?
Ship's at full mast. Is he muted again?
He's muted again.
Yeah.
God damn.
Don't worry, guys.
Shit.
Breger is a professional streamer over at twitch.tv/RyuZL. Go check his stream out. He actually can be heard there sometimes. Believe it or
Sometimes
not.
I speak over there. Last night I had a dream within a dream. It was really weird.
Oh, really?
It was some kind of inception.
What happened in it?
Oops.
Jeff's checking out.
Yeah, just turn off my camera real quick. Am I back?
In your
Yeah,
dream?
you're good. You're good.
You're back. I was having sex, and then I went one level deeper, and then I was having sex with 2 chicks at the same time.
Wow.
Enhance.
Are you into this kind of stuff?
That's what happened.
Enhance.
Breger, did you ever have sex?
Neal, at this point, I walk outside and I go to the garden like, look, can we please fucking leave? These 2 elves inside never
Hold
shut
on.
the fuck
I want to
up.
hear the end of this conversation.
Did you ever have sex, Breger?
You asking me if I'm a virgin?
Yeah.
Oh, there was that barkeep just passed.
No,
so.
no, that was most likely a dream. I saw you leaving alone that night.
You'd think so, but you'd be wrong.
Well, was that your first time?
It was certainly not.
I see.
This is a
So
very
you did
informative
have a
episode.
girlfriend.
I'm sorry?
So you did have a girlfriend in the past.
No.
So it was a hookup?
I don't know if that was a word in the olden
Well,
days, but
so it was a one-time thing.
I saddled my horse.
there were no attachments.
I see. Was she pretty? Was she an elf?
Neal, this will keep going on.
I just want to see. I want to see how Brager reacts.
Yes.
We'll move on.
I'll draw you a picture of how it works later, Neal. We
She kind
just
of-
fucking
She
move
looks like the
on.
girl from the throne room.
I'm gonna take my fucking screwdriver and jam it into my ear if this continues on.
Okay. All right. You went outside and did what again?
I started screaming to the guard, "Please let us leave." They never shut up.
There's no guard outside. He left ages ago.
Okay, well, I just screamed that outside as I walk out.
Oh,
Let's roll for the attractiveness of the girl that Gregor claims to have slept with.
he is making this claim. He can tell you whatever he wants.
Okay.
I'll roll for
That's
him
true.
personally, so he knows.
Well, first
can
of
roll
all,
for-
did he
can
really
say
have
whatever-
sex? It might be a lie. Just saying. I think Gregor's a virgin.
I don't mind rolling for it, Neil.
If he's a virgin or not, or just how hot the girl was.
Oh no, he's definitely not a virgin.
Oh, come on. That would have been so cool.
Okay. Wait.
Abigail doesn't want to be alone.
Hold on,
And
I have
this is
to.
how their journey ended in the town of Tides End, regaling of the sexual encounters of the party.
Okay, I did something privately.
I bet you did.
Yeah, Brager, you're
So
just
that's what's going on.
you're just not helping.
All right.
yourself out here, man.
So, how long do you wait for the ban to be lifted on sea travel?
Well, we kind of have to. I mean, we're not going to. We're trying to not teleport out. But if you're like in month 2, do you guys still want to just kind of hang out here?
Well,
Then
give me a time. Are you? My question is: are you waiting days or weeks?
days.
Or...
Yes.
Let's
we're
wait.
waiting a
Let's
few
wait
days.
3 or 4 days. And
Thank you. Thank you
See
for
where
stepping
we're at.
up and just giving me.
That's what I said.
I didn't hear 3 or 4. I'm sorry. I just heard we wait
Yes, several days.
several. All right. After 2 days, there are bells again, and so riders come through the street saying, "You can use your ships now, everyone," but in a cooler way that doesn't sound super lame.
So after
Something
a couple
like,
days,
the ports are open. The ports are open.
all aboard.
Hear ye. You can now get out of town and go fish and hunt for oysters.
you guys wait here. I'm gonna. Well, I mean, you can come with me. Actually, there's no reason not to. I'm gonna ask the king about this real quick, or try to.
You sure?
Look, Vincent, that guy. I don't want to hear about his voices anymore. I'm gonna go to the dock and I'll get us a boat. When you're
Okay.
ready, come down to the dock.
Very good. And then I make my way to the king for whoever wants to join me.
And I make my way to the docks for whoever wants to join me.
I will
Okay.
join.
I'll go to the docks.
All right, you guys go. All of you go to the docks.
Except
You do
for
too,
Vincent.
Brago?
Oh yeah, Brager, are you going with me or Vincent?
I think I'm going to the docks,
Okay.
unless you need me.
No, it's okay, friend. I'll be all right.
Okay.
So I just go as far as I can before I then ask a guard to see the king.
Okay. So the guard says, King is busy. He said he will not admit anyone today.
Could you please tell him that it's me? Part of the reason there was the land hold was because he suspected us guilty of stealing the voices from his head. So I'm just here
Guard
to ask
kind
if
of
that
looks
was.
at you funny, like, what'd you just say?
I misspoke. That was another king. I deal with a lot of kings. He was. He thinks I was involved in something, so I want to see that this is done before we leave. I was the cause of why he locked the land. So I need to know that I can go, and I need to talk to him about that. Just
Well, the
mention my
ports are
name.
open.
If he tells me to leave, then I'll leave. But I'd like it if he knew that I was here waiting for him.
He sends a runner, and a few moments later, he comes back, and the runner says, "King doesn't want to see you."
Okay, thanks, and I am off.
Okay.
As we get to the docks, I ferry a boat for sail over to Windsail. What's the name of the town? Let's see.
Windsail.
Windsail, yeah. Passage for 4.
Okay. It is a few gold for the some of the party.
Yeah, I pay for the party's passage.
Neil, when we get to the other side, I copy paste the role playing from earlier where I have the headache and the voices in my head.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's now here.
And when we're on, so that happens on the boat on the way over there.
Is when you give him the other
Is
thing.
when I give him that, and then as we arrive, I am on the boat in a completely different area by myself.
Okay. I do want to give note that it is really upsetting and painful for you, Jeff. Imagine Abigail and Breger talking about having their conversations, but
God.
like at 1,000,000 miles a minute in your head, and it's like inside of your head. You can't drown it out. It's just there.
2 chicks, really?
At the same time.
Okay, I mean, basically what I'm doing with this is I'm not going to die, Neil, but if it's just a headache and it's annoying and it's hard and I can't really talk to anyone, that's fine for now.
Yeah. It's just really frustrating. In combat, you would get penalties for the distraction.
If we were to go into combat, yes, I would probably stop.
Cool. Just
Alright.
as a heads up.
So we land, and I don't know where this man is at. So I asked the nearest guard if he knows a man by the name of Riker, and if he could tell me whereabouts he is in town.
You get directions to Riker's abode.
Perfect. I make way over to Riker's house.
Okay.
abode.
You get there. The door is wide open, and there is a middle-aged woman in a very, very fancy gown leaving and hopping into a carriage. She has a couple of armed guards and a carriage driver who is dressed fancily with a nice hat and a couple of feathers coming out of it. As she gets in, she takes off her glove and waves it at him, and they trot off down the street. And Riker is standing in the doorway, or a man you assume to be Riker is standing in the doorway.
I'm kind of like looking back at the woman who left and looking back at him as I approach him, and I'm like, not bad, sir, not bad. I've heard you have some information. You're Riker, correct?
I am, and you've caught me in a good mood. Welcome in, Master Dwarf. And he opens his house to you.
I love how everyone calls me Master or Lord Dwarf. It's great. So I walk in and I'm like, so I heard you're the man to see when it comes to magical items.
It is. Would you like some wine or cheese?
Yeah, if you're offering, sure.
He snaps his fingers, and this plate of biscuits and cheese starts floating out to you, and a wine bottle appears from like over his shoulder and like tilts and fills your glasses of wine.
Is it good wine and good cheese?
It's pretty good.
Okay.
Says, now, you look to be a wealthy man of great taste and purveyor of great goods. What have you come here for?
You see, I'm looking for some information or perhaps some items. I've heard some stuff about some weapons that were crafted long ago, far before you were born and far before I was born. When it comes to slaying dragons, they are the best in the lands. Have you heard of these weapons before?
Oh, you were talking about the old legends of the Dragon's Bane.
Indeed. Do you know any information about them?
Well, I am a purveyor of magical goods. Like any self-respecting wizard, I have some knowledge of these things, yes?
Is this the part where I pay you?
He grins and says, I wouldn't put it so crudely, but yes. Yes, this is.
Well, here's the information, and here's what I know. And I tell him what I know about the weapons. Whatever that is. That they exist, that there's at least 4 of them that I know of, that they help immensely. They apparently talk to their wielder. And with all that said, I ask him now, do you know more information than I do? Or should it be you paying me?
No, I believe I have some more information.
Perfect.
But you seem to have quite a bit, and this seems to be very important to you.
It is. You have caught that to be very true. How much money are we talking here for this information?
Well, it's a simple matter of economics, supply and demand. I have the only supply, and you have a great demand, sir.
I did fuck that up. Can we get some more wine and cheese here? Because I think I'm about to be robbed.
You may have plenty of wine and cheese, and another glass of wine is poured.
Okay, it'll be easier to spend gold this way, sir. So I put 100 gold out on the table.
He kind of looks at it and looks at you and says, well, and kind of like slides it back to you and says, if that's the sort of money we're working with here, it's best you enjoy your wine and cheese and head on your way, because the information I have did not come easily.
I'm trying to think what I do. Hold on. Let me look at the spell. All right, I put 1,000 out on the table.
He kind of, pokes it aside, gets a rough guess of how much is there. And he says, okay, what exactly would you like to know?
You said you had information. That's what I want to know. I don't know what you know. You know what I know, so obviously you're at the advantage here.
I know there are 4 weapons.
As I told you.
There is a bow. There's a spear. There is a sword.
The walker. A battle mech walker.
A suit of power armor.
Shit, I forgot what the last one is. Did I already tell you what they all were?
A spear, a
It's the
hammer,
hammer.
a sword.
A hammer.
And
No,
a
hammer,
bow.
the one that you already have, of course. And a hammer.
Be like, okay.
These, they were spread throughout the land upon the end of their need. And I know that the sword was last seen in Atrilla. Now, people say it has gone missing from there and was lost there, but I having done much research into this in my youth, I believe the sword is in or near Atrilla still.
So, I was actually down there not too long ago, probably a couple weeks, and I searched far and wide. I even went into the crypt, where apparently the user of this sword once was buried, and his remains were no longer there.
Yes, unfortunately that has been robbed. I mean, I too have been there looking for such weapons.
So you believe it to still be there?
Not in the crypt. I've searched high and low in that crypt many times, but Atrilla or near his crypt somewhere. I'm not sure how exactly one would find it, but it is there. They say the spear was left or lost at sea, somewhere in the what do you call this thing? The something or other Stegen. Damn it! What's the name of this?
Riker's obviously drunk from the amount of wine.
There's a name for the bay where the Stormtide Kingdom is. I forget what it's called. It's a something or other Stegen, and it's not on the map. But he said it was lost in there. The spear has been, supposedly, the ship it was on sunk while it was on its way to Tide's End.
And what of the bow?
The bow's to the north, somewhere. Bow is the most mysterious of them all. Now, The other thing I've heard is that not only do these items possess a great power for and a great affinity for dragon's blood, as some phrase it, but they also have a mind of their own, and they will conform to the will of their wielder, which is dangerous.
Dangerous hell so.
Magical item, a mighty magical item with a mind of its own, can do a lot. They know things they shouldn't know. They can do things that they do not reveal. It is once said that the spear would sing with the blood of dragons every time it, or would sing with the blood of dragons.
Are you saying singing is the work of a madman? I'm not sure of your reference, Riker.
I mean, so they say the spear would literally sing songs as it would fight. That in and of itself is not dangerous, but imagine if the spear didn't like you. You get near a dragon and it starts singing before you can get your first attack off. It could betray you. Alternatively, it could give you more knowledge than you might have otherwise. They know things they shouldn't. They can do things they can't. You don't know. That is what I've heard. They say the hammer can even detect dragons nearby, if properly treated.
Interesting. And you have been a good friend to me, and I am not worried about this or this. And I throw another 500 gold on the table and push it over towards him.
Well, these are the things I know. There's a few more, but this is all that I would ever lend weight to. The other rumors are not worth listening to.
Okay. Well, thank you for the information. Thank you for the food and the amazing wine. But I believe my duty in this town is done, and I will be on my way.
As you start to stand up, he puts a hand on your hand and says, if you were to ever come across one of these items, I would pay handsomely for them. And believe me, when I say handsomely, it would make your Thane blush.
I turn to him, and as I say, of course, and I start to walk out the door. And as I'm basically out the door, I say, if me and the boys find anything, we'll let you know. And I keep on walking out.
Okay.
And then I go to the edge of the city, get a horse, and wait for the party to perhaps find me or something.
I'm sure you guys had originally established some sort of plan for how to meet, although it would be nice if we roleplayed that out a little bit the next time, but who gives a shit?
Sure.
You guys meet up eventually.
I hurriedly give him the hammer back.
Okay. You feel blessed silence in your mind, and for the first time in hours, you can think clearly.
I say, that Riker fellow seems... I don't understand why you guys had problems with him. He's a pretty nice guy. And you can... I guess you smell the alcohol in my breath as I say all this.
We don't
And the
get too
cheese.
short.
Exactly.
The dwarf is also slightly lactose intolerant, so...
Oh,
you know.
interesting. Exactly.
Yeah,
Can't
not a lot
really
of...
eat it up, it just kind of hovers down there.
Not a lot of dairy products under the mountains.
I tell the party I've learned a huge amount of information, but it was not cheap. I tell them all the information that I know and was told, and I say we should make way for Trilla.
Yeah, it seems to be our only lead.
Yeah.
I say, Breger, get this. The bow is the most rarest. Would you believe that?
God damn it.
I didn't even realize there was a bow, so I'm pretty happy about that.
There
I'm
you
pretty
go.
pissed.
Well, all things considered, I
hope-
suppose we could fight without the bow too if we need to, and just...
Did you find out if it was a short bow or a long bow or crossbow?
Short bow. But you
You
don't have
said
to tell
short?
that.
I say I did not catch the size of the bow.
But would Azrael know that I can only use short bows?
He would have only seen you use short bows.
I would
But
definitely
it
know that.
doesn't mean
I still
cannot.
say I do not know the size of the bow.
It's disappointing.
Say let's ride south.
I can use short and long bows.
I'm like, thank you, Breger, for that information.
Well, me too.
All right, all
I
right.
can use short and long bows.
We need
Yeah.
In fact, I did use a long bow for a long time.
Neil, I guess we ride there then. We don't need to keep
To
going.
Atrilla?
Yeah.
I say, shall we check the, that golden hole that we found once before in the forest?
No.
You don't
Okay.
want-
Here's my question. How do you get to Atrilla? Bring up the map because
I
this matters.
assume we're gonna have to go.
The bog walk.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys do basically the same route, the reverse route. You go
Yeah.
We're not-
Windsail to Brary, back through the wilderness to Agrippa,
Yeah.
Varsh Keep, do the bog walk to Greyview.
We're not going through Velsberg. There's no way.
Okay.
Well, of course.
Yeah. As I'm going, I want to talk to. Hold on. What's his name? Can't fall or Crawford. I ask him, or I tell him, hey, I heard you have the ability to sense dragons, and it would do us a huge favor, and myself and you, if you do start sensing dragons, to let me know immediately.
I will let you know if there are dragons if I feel like it.
I tell him, look, if you let me know, that means we can go and fight them.
Oh, I'm aware. However, I'm not necessarily sure you could kill them at this point. And if you fight them and die, well then, what becomes of me?
You become a hammer stuck in the stone, once again lost to the ages, talking to no one.
Yeah, that's why I don't want you to go fight dragons that you can't beat.
Okay? Well, just let me know. Look, it's
Yeah.
it's a two-way street here, buddy.
Trust me, I want to kill the dragons too.
Okay. I want to know when we're about to be killed by dragons. You understand the messaging here.
I get it.
Okay.
I get it.
All right. Good talk.
Good talk. Good talk. Okay. Vincent, do you play with your spear at all?
Well said, Neil.
Well, I play with my ferret and I spend a lot more time with it.
He's
I
not
kind
doing
of-
too well.
Not really, I guess. It's just kind of on my back, and if it says something to me, I talk to it, that kind of a thing. But for the most part, I'm just on the journey.
Okay, cool. It takes you guys... Yes. To
It's a dragon.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7 days to get to Agrippa. And then 1, 2, 3 to get to Varsh Keep. And you guys bought horses, right?
Yes.
You said you
Sure.
bought horses.
Yeah.
Who paid for the horses?
I do not
We
speak
pay
up.
for our own, I would guess, right? Like, how much is a horse?
75 gold.
Yeah,
Ponies
I
are
pay
40.
for my own.
Okay. And your pony is 50, JP.
Okay.
That is the upside to having a little horse.
Exactly.
Oh, math is hard.
Just say 50 for horse and do it later.
No, I'll forget. I always forget when I don't do it now.
Did y'all
All right, got it.
add
got it,
all
got
the money I've been looting all along? And pickpocketing from every guard?
And pickpocketing from the party. Yeah, I got it. Keep
No, the
track.
guards, not the party. Never the party.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I meant the guards. Then it takes you from Varsh Keep to Greyview. It is 1 to 3 days by horse. You guys have no wagon at this point, of
Sure.
course.
Right.
I would say we take that a little bit cautiously to look out for dragons.
There are no dragons along the way.
Okay, perfect.
You come across the remains of some small dragons that have been like eaten and hacked to bits, and their scales have been ripped off and they've been flayed. And there's a little bit of meat left on them and some bones.
Not
but-
the ones we killed?
No, these are the ones you killed.
Okay.
They look like they've been picked over by people and animals, both.
Okay.
You get to Greyview, and then it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, 5 days till you get to Riftwatch. And when you get to Riftwatch, you hear that Palanthas has been losing the war, that the armies of this unknown person have managed to take all the surrounding area near Valesburg, and they control Thorden's Lake, and Palanthas itself is under siege currently.
Do we see the army sieging it from Riftwatch or no?
No, it's too far away.
I
Okay.
would assume we just continue to the next town
Yeah,
till
we
we see
continue
the
our
army.
journey.
Okay. The next day, you get to Driftwood,
Mhm.
and at Driftwood, you can see what looks to be a few dragons wheeling in the sky above Palanthas, quite a ways away.
Can we make out what colors?
No, I mean you can barely make out that they're dragons. The only reason you know they're dragons is because you know that there are dragons around, and that you would not be able to see any other winged creature from this distance. Maybe a rock, but you guys haven't encountered a rock yet.
I know a lot about rock.
No, you know
That
nothing.
Abigail.
Say, well, we need to make a decision here. Should we go and perhaps save or aid Palanthas or continue our quest?
I feel like our quest is likely more important because potentially the fate of the world depends on it.
The fate of the world. It's echoed as he says it.
Fate of the world, fate of the world.
Exactly. Like, so your vote is for the sword.
Yes.
Abigail, where are we going? What's your vote?
I think we should go back to the place with the fog.
Okay.
The what?
The
What
sword.
did you say?
That's the
The
sword.
place with the fog, so the sword.
Yes, we should go towards the sword is my vote as well.
I verbally say out loud, I believe we should fight those dragons, and I make sure that the hammer says it, but the will of the party is to go south. Or hammer hears it, rather.
Mm-hmm.
And I say, but the will of the party goes south, so south we shall go.
Okay. Okay. Oh, weird. Damn it.
I'm at 44, by the way, now, right? Of course.
Yeah, you're full.
Okay, good.
It's been a while. You guys get to 3 days later. You get to the High Claris Tower.
Mm-hmm.
Unfortunately, I think we don't have time to play out what happens there, unless you guys don't mind going over our 3-hour limit.
I can
I
go a
don't-
little over.
I could do a little bit.
We could cliffhanger it as well. I mean,
Okay.
We got it. We got what? Because we're going 10 minutes past. We've got
We still have 25 minutes.
25. If it goes
Okay.
30 or 40, that's fine, right?
Okay. Cool. Cool. So you guys get to the High Claris Tower, and in there, or as you're approaching, you hear the sounds of battle.
Okay. I tell the party there's sounds of battle and ride towards it.
I know, I detected it.
We ride towards the sound of battle.
Yeah, and keep a
Okay.
watchful eye on what's in front of us instead of just riding into a nest of dragons.
Okay. So you get to the High Claris Tower, and from your vantage point, so if you look at the map, there's the river that runs right next to it.
Mm-hmm.
And the way that actually plays out in the world is that the High Claris Tower has a drawbridge that lays down over a canyon. So the tower, it's not a drawbridge, it's a suspension bridge, I guess. It's a bridge with ropes and shits. And the bridge goes across the canyon and then right into the tower itself. So as you're walking next to the river, you can see beyond the tower, and you can see that there's currently a battle being waged on the bridge between the High Claris Tower and the forest beyond.
Looks to be just humans fighting humanoids, or what?
Humanoids versus humanoids, but you also see siege weaponry. You see the tower has been attacked, that there's damage to it. Quite a bit of damage to it, actually.
How big is the army?
From what we can tell.
From what you can tell, it looks like perhaps a few hundred, maybe 1,000, versus the tower's guard, which is, you can't see how many are in the tower, but you pass through here a few times and you feel that their defender count is 100 to 200.
All right, so
And the sieging, do they have any banners or color or anything?
No, no flags, no banners, no colors.
Just a smattering of people?
I don't know what you mean by that, but
Well,
it means like people fighting people.
they're not wearing ornate armor or anything like that,
Right.
so they're just all...
yeah.
All right, well, I would assume we approach from the west, so we're meeting the army of the High Clearest Tower.
Yeah, as you approach, there's a small village outside the tower, and the villagers are, watching the battle intently. A few that are left, a lot of them, you still see some people packing and like getting ready, like as if they're leaving. And
What's
as you
going on
approach-
here, friend?
I was gonna say, some guy comes up to you and says, "I'll buy your horses from you, 100 gold a horse."
Done. I give him my horse.
What's who's sieging? What's going on?
I don't know. Army's out of the north, they say, but I ain't sticking around. He looks at your pony and says, "Not for a pony. I can give you 60 for a pony."
Fuck off.
Fuck you. 60 is a great deal for a used
You're
pony,
gonna die
especially
if you don't take this pony, mister.
80 for the pony.
100 are done, and by done
80
I
for
mean
the
your
pony.
life. Sirs, let's continue on.
Look, I've got a family.
Along.
I've got kids. I need to feed them somehow, and a pony's not going to get me fast enough.
Well, I've
Get
got
me
a
far enough
pony,
fast
sir.
enough.
You know what else won't feed your family? A dead father.
Oh my god.
Wow. Why are you guys being so rude to this
I look
poor
at Bragger and
man?
I'm like, boom!
I kind of push past this and I go ask. I just kind of seek more answers. From, like, is there a guard or anyone here at all? Anything?
There's
Anyone
a
official?
bunch of people looking. What are the answers you
I
want?
guess I'm looking for someone that looks like a guard or a soldier.
The soldiers are all inside. None of the soldiers are on this side of the river. Well, are about in the town on this side of the river.
Okay.
We just ride past the man asking for the horses. Or at least I do.
Does he buy it for 100?
No, he's bargaining. He's trying to get it for less.
He wanted 90 or 80 or something.
That's why I dropped the bomb on him. I'm trying to hook my bro Azrael up.
No, he's like, 100 for a horse would be great because then we could be gone for sure. But at with only a pony, it would take longer, and we'd need more money to get where we need to go. A pony, I can't afford 100 for a pony.
I say, how
Please,
about
I have a
100?
family.
I say, how about 100 and some information? What army is this that fights?
I can give all 80, and you can have everything in my house. You can have my house, and I'll tell you anything you need to know.
What army is this that fights?
Army out of the north. They say it belongs to an ugly man filled with hate and rage.
A short
They say
man?
it has dragons. What?
A short man?
I don't know.
I say, does it look like you are losing this fight from what you can tell? Or from what you have known? Like, how long has this siege been occurring?
Siege has been here but a day. High Claris Tower has never fallen. Not once, but they say that the army in the north has dragons, and I don't think anything can hold against that.
I get off my pony and say, which house is yours?
Points to a little hovel nearby.
Say, here's your pony. I need my gold.
He gives you 80 gold.
I take the 80 gold. Now I have a house, so I start walking towards my house.
And that is the last we see of Azrael.
Well, goodbye, Azrael. It was nice
Shut
knowing
up.
you.
I walk in and shut the door and board up the windows and start cooking some
As you
food.
get in, there's like a kid, and there's 3 children and a woman in there, and they're all like gathering up their shit.
I'm like, yeah, you better go. Papa just bought my horse for 80 gold, and this house is mine. Get the fuck out.
Why are you being
While
so
this is
rude,
going on, Neil,
Azrael?
I'm kind of like trying to go find a vantage point to observe the army better.
I thought you were into balance. This doesn't seem like a good act, Azrael.
You're not here. I'm inside the house.
All right, Vincent, you get to a point where you can see the battle pretty clearly. You actually have a nice, safe view since you're on like the other side of the river from the army, and it looks like the tower is kind of halfway out, or the tower forces are halfway out on the bridge, like with a nice shield wall with spears and pikes, trying to fight against this other army who's like approaching them with a similar like shield pike wall, but it seems to not be as well organized. It seems like the High Clerist's Tower is doing a great job of holding them back, but the siege weaponry is like taking chunks out of the wall, and occasionally like a ballista bolt will sail over and like skewer a bunch of the men and get like 6 guys in the tower at once, like on the bridge. However, the tower has their own siege weaponry and they're firing back, and like it seems to be kind of going back and forth. The High Clerist's Tower defenders have a really, they've got the advantage. They got a nice bottleneck. The other numbers don't really matter so much. The tower's walls are safe, and they can shoot from within the tower walls, and they have like multiple levels of ballistas. So they have quite the advantage. They just don't have the numbers.
Do I observe any kind of leadership on the bannerless side? Do I see any? I do?
Yes, you see a helmed man on horseback, kind of in what would look like a command position. He's got people that keep running away from him and back towards him, and he seems to be issuing orders, and others seem to be looking to him for information. He's also kind of like on a slight rise of a hill, so he's got like a nice good view of everything. He's definitely some sort of like leader.
He looks like a normal man, but he's wearing a helm.
He's pretty far away, and he's dressed all in black armor with a giant helmet on, like a great helm that it's at the top. So race is hard to distinguish, but definitely a humanoid creature on a horse, a black horse.
Do you guys really want to get involved in this, or should we just keep going for our main quest?
Vincent, give me a perception check.
D20 plus anything?
D20 plus whatever your perception is.
19.
It is 11.
11.
Oh, God.
Okay, cool. Don't worry about it. What? There's a dick on this one?
That's not being shown on stream. I know not what you talk of.
Is there anything else? Vince?
I'm kind of just like scratching my chin trying to think about what we could do, and I guess Abigail like asked, do we want to get involved? And I said, I don't know if we can, friend. That's a whole army.
That's what I figured. I mean, we're just 4. I don't know how we can change the tide of battle.
Are the siege weapons far apart from the rest of the army, Neal?
They're kind of in the back. Not all of the army is deployed in battle at once, so there's, troops in and around them.
Okay.
But most of the troops are in the front.
Yeah. The only idea I have, friends, is if we want, we could teleport inside of High Clerist's Tower and help them from the inside.
Neil, you said it seems like the Clerist's Tower has the advantage in this battle right now?
They've got a nice defender's advantage, but they are definitely outnumbered. At least 4 to 1, possibly more.
I like your idea, Vincent. I would be willing to help the Clerist's Tower here.
All right. What say you, friends?
I'm not there. I'm inside the house.
What say you, Abigail?
I'll follow you guys. I mean, I won't be leaving alone. So right now you're winning in votes, so I'll just follow.
All right. Let's go talk to Azrael and see what he thinks.
So you cut back to me. I'm in the house. As the daughter and mother are trying to leave, I ask if they have any candles.
Excuse me? Candles? Puppy. Yeah, we have some candles.
See, I'll buy those from you for 5 gold.
Absolutely. And they give you the candles.
So I set up this, basically a shrine. I set the candles up on the 4 corners of this nice little mat in the center of the room. And I basically say, now leave. You've gotten all you've needed inside of this house. Get out.
Okay. They bail.
I go up and basically lock the door and kneel down on the whatever mat or fabric that I put on the ground, and the 4 candles are on the corners of it, and I start praying to Quantarius.
Mm-hmm.
This goes on for about probably 10-15 minutes, and then I start a conversation. I say, Quantarius, it is Azrael Goldoth. I am lost, and I need you.
There's no immediate answer.
Say, Quantarius, there is an army of Verasi right outside of this door, And with myself and my 3 friends, we simply cannot defeat them. This army will crush all in this town, and all under Verasi's name. Can you please lend me some of your power to help against this army? It is your wish to bring balance to this world, and this is the first step.
No reply.
No reply at all?
No reply.
I basically start shouting like, Quantarius, I have some sort of notion that you hear me.
No reply.
He screams even louder.
No, I don't want to lose my powers, so I'm trying to be careful what I say here.
Quantarius, you asshole.
I guess, just kind of put my head down. Like, well, if it is your wish, I will go die. And I start folding up the mat and putting the candles back in order and walk outside.
Okay. Outside, you see Vincent and Abigail talking about dreams.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, like, hey, Vincent, I've been talking to Bregger about these dreams, but I've been
Abigail,
wondering about
there's
your
a-
dreams.
Yes.
How are your dreams lately?
Yeah, thank you. There's an army. We got to Azrael. We came up with a plan to perhaps teleport into High Claire's tower and help them defend from within.
Have I been in there, Neil, enough? I've never been inside the actual tower, right? I don't know if we've ever gone inside the actual tower.
I feel like we've stopped.
You
there.
have been through. I mean, you have to go through the tower to cross from one side of the river to the other.
Oh,
so you have
we've been here
walked
like
through it before.
4 times or 3 times, right?
You've been through here a few times.
Okay. I say, yeah, we can totally do it.
All right, is that your vote then? Do you think this?
We
Help
have to
people
do
out.
something against this army, yeah.
Okay.
I got to
Let's
defend
go.
my house, so we got to do it.
I hear you. You know what?
That's bullshit. You don't own a house here.
Far
Say,
be it
look,
for me to-
Abigail, that horse right there.
Abigail, clearly he does. If you look behind it, it's his house. He
Yeah.
came from it.
He
He even locked the door. I tried the handle.
It's
no
gold.
man can lock a house.
It's
that he
gold and
doesn't own.
silver. I painted it, Abigail. It's my house.
All right, let's go ahead and conjure up that teleport then, and let's get over there.
Yeah, so I conjure up the teleport inside the tower and cast it, and we go.
Okay, so just like down in the base of the tower where you'd normally walk through.
The place that I know the most of, so yeah, wherever the main thoroughfare is that we've been through multiple times is where I pass through.
Okay, let's do it. Let's roll for that shit. Maybe we
Is
should
it
have you make
walkable,
this
Neil?
roll.
I
Oh,
should
let me-
make this roll.
Walkable? Can I ride on a horse up to there?
Like through the portal or what?
No. Up to where the portal is gonna be. Like, how far is it from where we are right now?
He cast the portal and it's like 5 feet in front of Azrael.
She's
No,
asking
I mean
where we're
the
going
end.
out.
Yeah, where we're going.
It's inside of a building. The building is 700 feet from you.
It's barred and everything. What am I rolling, Neil?
I was going to see the chance to see if you age.
Right. Is that a
That's-
D100?
I don't think
Yeah.
I want to go in there, guys. My ferret might die.
I thought your ferret did die.
No, it's still alive.
It's rough. He's
You're
running
gonna-
now.
Does Abigail actually say, "I don't know that I want to teleport to help out that besieged tower
Yeah,
because my
yeah,
ferret
she's
might
saying
die"?
that. She's saying that really sadly.
I'm on the
Is
other
there
side of the
any way I
portal.
can, like, climb up there? Or walk up there?
Do you say this looking over at the tower surrounded by water with a bridge?
Yeah.
Trying to decide if Vincent would slap you or not.
Can I leave the ferret at your house? And
Please
can we
do.
promise to come get it back after? If we live?
Neil, tell me you're looking up something. We're not sitting here waiting to...
We're waiting for her
Oh
to
my
decide to
God.
go to the fair.
I have to have a confirmation from New Azrael that we're gonna go back to this house.
Azrael, open the portal. If she comes or not, I don't give a shit at this point.
Portal's already open. I've walked through. I'm on the other side
I
going.
stepped through too.
I walked through the portal.
Do you feel like you guys aged?
Abigail, do you go through the portal?
I asked them if they feel like they
Nothing
aged.
comes back. Not even a wink.
We're walking. Yeah, we're still walking forward.
I blinked to Bregger. Did you feel like you aged, Bregger?
I feel
We're on-
old
We're
as
on minute
shit
3
right
of you
now.
asking about this for your ferrets. Just go ahead.
I feel mad old in here.
Okay, so she kisses her ferret and then she walks over with it.
Okay, you just barely made it in time. The portal closes like 3 seconds after you walk through. I need you to roll a D100. If you roll a 1 through a 10, you guys age.
I do it?
No, I do
No,
it.
no, no.
Here we go. 76.
All right,
All
you're
right.
fine. You're fine.
And then I look at the ferret and I'm like,
It's still breathing shallowly.
I give it another kiss and I put it back in the pouch.
Okay.
So we walk into this thing. What is the first thing we see?
A whole bunch of people with spears and swords pointed directly at you.
Say, friends, put your spears down. We're here to help you, not kill you. Them outside,
How the
though.
fuck did you get in here?
We teleported.
Well, clearly.
Well,
why the
actually,
fuck did you-
Vincent, we
who do
bent
you fight?
space and time. Look, it's all
For
very
you, that's why we're
mathematical.
here. We want to help. We've been fighting the bannerless army, or looking for an opportunity to do it, and it seems like this is it, so we're here to help. We need to know more.
A man kind of pushes through the rest of the troops and looks you guys up and down, and then puts out a hand to shake your hand.
I shake his hand.
Says, "It's about time. We could use some help."
I could see that, friend. I'm Prince Vincent Longborn, and these are Bregor and his boys, as I am one of the boys as well. We see a man out there with a great helm, dressed in black, seems to be the leader. There are no dragons here. We did spot those over Palanthas. What do you know of this army?
They arrived a few days ago, set up siege, and been hitting us hard ever since. We keep them at bay. They haven't managed to breach the castle, but no one ever has. We're just
All right,
having
let's-
a hard time getting through to their forces. As a last resort, we can always sever the bridge, but we'd hate to do that. It's kind of a, last resort.
Yeah, I think we can leave it as the last resort.
If you teleported in here, can you teleport out?
I look at Azrael.
Like, actually, it's folding, not teleport. But yes, it'll be like a day though. Can't do
How
it
many
just
people
now.
can get through a teleport? How many people can you teleport at once?
I mean, it's open for about a minute, so if you guys are quick, we can do however long it takes or however long it takes people to walk through.
You know how many people you could get through a door in a minute?
What are you thinking, friend?
You want to attack from behind?
Well, I don't know how these portals work, but you set up a portal or a teleport, you get us somewhere near the back of their army when they don't know. If we can, I bet you could get, with a right fully trained army, you could get about 60, 70 men through in a minute. If everyone knew what they were doing.
Could
But
you
then
make
you'd-
multiple portals, Ezreal?
We could go
How-
for 2 minutes. It's about how long most men
No,
last.
no, I
actually.
mean more than one, so we have more space to shove people to the next dimension. Well, area.
Yeah, we could definitely make 2. Yes.
But wouldn't that put you out in open field with an army much larger than yours and give up the defender's advantage?
Well, that's why we teleport right back through when we take out those siege weapons.
Okay.
Get 60 men through there, have them go through, destroy the siege weaponry, regroup, and come right back in.
Can you do
That's
this,
gonna
Azrael,
stop this.
tomorrow?
I am kind of like scratch my beard and I'm like, I'll have to see the spot. I'll have to study it, but it could probably be done as long as we can see it from the towers.
Do you have some looking glass, friend, that he can observe from?
I do.
All right. It seems like we have a plan.
Sweet. I think that's where we end.
Nice.
With another portal.
I shouldn't have ever gotten this spell. It's like changing the entire campaign.
Like, wait, you could
Every
teleport to get
situation's
to
like,
here.
wait, we have a fucking
Portal.
portal.
Yeah, but
That's interesting.
there are some penalties to using it, and there
I know.
are dangers that you may not have realized yet with using it too. So,
I know what those dangers are. The party doesn't.
all right.
Yeah.
Like
All right.
warp
I'm just
station.
saying, you guys should be careful with great magic. It's dangerous. But Feel free to use it whenever you want.
Guys, he's just making shit up. They're not that dangerous. Jan, why don't you do some shout outs for us?
Well, thank you guys for watching. Thanks to everyone who does the fan art. I really liked the one of Azrael this week. It's really amazing. We did find the spear now, so you might want to do that one. That's what you write in the Reddit thread. So, besides that, we have what do we have? When's our next show? We don't know that.
I think we're talking about this weekend.
Are we playing this weekend?
Could probably go Sunday, yeah.
Yeah.
Works for me.
It'll be either Sunday at 2 or Sunday at late night at like 8. One of those time slots. We'll let you
Yeah.
guys know.
I prefer the later one so I don't have to miss the Seahawks again.
Yeah.
Or we do a couple hours later.
It'll probably be the later one. Let's go for 8. Let's just say that now.
Okay.
Sure.
We don't have Misclicks D&D anymore. We're in off season. We will come back with season 2 in about a month. So during that time, you should check out the VODs over at youtube.com/misclicks. Besides that, follow me at LivinPink SC2 on Facebook and youtube.com/LivinPink as well. I've been putting out some content on YouTube. And yeah, that's about it. Sub to all the people who have Twitch channels.
Well done. Well done. Neal, some shout outs.
Thanks, guys, for watching. I always enjoy this show. It's a lot of fun. What day? Today's Tuesday. We got Mafia tomorrow. It's going to be pretty good, so you should come swing by that. JP, you said you wanted to play one of these days. We encourage you to come by and play.
One of these days.
Dude,
One of these days.
We have
Dude,
no
I need a
other
night
fucking
where I
day.
don't have to do anything. I just want to fucking sit in my underwear and do nothing.
Yeah, that's what you do for Mafia.
No, man, I'm on stream and I have to think and shit.
No, we'll just kill you. You'll be fine.
Well, then that's no fun. You're not doing a very good salesman job here.
Breger, roll a charisma check. Pitch it to him.
I mean, dude, it's mad fun, but I don't know if it's your type of game or not.
There you go.
Probably true. It's probably true.
But I love it.
Other than that, not a lot going on. I'm still in recovery mode from the previously mentioned 65-hour marathon stream. I'll probably do some stuff. Maybe tomorrow, but probably not, except for Mafia. And Thursday is Love Bites, and I think Anna might be our guest. She's confirming, but she might be on stream to give advice for all your love problems, guys.
Interesting. Jeff, do some shout outs.
Thanks for everyone tuning in, and I'll be streaming this week, so just check me out on Twitch TV, and that's about it. Hopefully, we're going to do it this weekend, it sounds like, so we'll see you very soon.
Sunday indeed. Ryan, some shout outs.
Shout outs to everybody who watches the show every week. You guys are awesome. For my own stuff, you can follow me on Twitter at MLGRyan. And you can see me over on Twitch at twitch.tv/RayuZilla. I will be streaming right after this is done.
And I changed the graphics, so don't forget it.
Okay, yeah, he changed his graphic. Okay, I didn't realize. You can also check out my YouTube channel, which is brand new, which is youtube.com/RayuZilla as well.
And what type
Thank you,
of
JP, for the upgrade.
what type of content can we find on there?
You can find mostly gaming content, like games that I play on my stream, and also extra D&D content. Like I debuted my gnome voice on there and things like that.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. As for me, I believe that it's not 100% confirmed, but it should work. On the 19th of October is when Dark Heresy will continue. We'll have week 4 of that, I believe. I need to confirm with one more cast member. What else? The next Eben episode will either be Thursday or Sunday prior to D&D. We'll have to see which date that falls on. It might not be either. I do need to talk to the rest of the crew. What else? Tomorrow I'll be continuing my playthrough of Beyond Two Souls. You can check that out right here on stream. I'll start at 2 o'clock Eastern. And tomorrow I am releasing another piece of merchandise, which is going to have a pretty cool video. Jeff, I actually need to talk to you about that after this. See if you want to be involved in that. But Dodger's involved with it. We got DJ Wheat. We have Day 9, Brad Shoemaker, Idra, my mother, 2 or 3 other people that are going to be involved in the video, so you'll want to check that out tomorrow to see what that actually is. And other than that, just huge shout out to everyone who makes stuff for this show. That Azrael art was incredible.
Yeah, it
The
was.
music that you guys make is amazing every week. I use that generously in almost all my videos on YouTube, as well as all the shows here on Twitch. So keep making that stuff. You can find all of it over at reddit.com/r/itmeJP, and I'll keep retweeting it. As always, remember to follow Real Roleplay on Twitter. That is the best place for any information coming out about these shows. I think that's it, guys. I think we're done.
Sounds good.
It
Thanks
was
for
a good
watching,
week.
everybody.
It's a good week. Tune in next week to see what happens as we play with portals once more in week 33. Thanks, everyone, for watching. We'll see you guys next time.
Adios.
Peace.